I made a new thing. It's called Journal Companions, and it's essentially a directory on the internet where uh, different people gather things that are similar in their nature and how they are made. So I made those two Apple Watch apps. Maybe you've seen them already. They are called FWT GeoX and Axis. If not, feel free to check them out. In the description of this video there is a link. And this is just an effort to materialize the freewithtech philosophy, right? Because philosophical view is theoretical, is distant, and if you haven't lived through it and didn't experience it on your own skin, then it's really hard to understand what it really is. And Journal Companions is my effort to materialize the philosophical core, and communicate something concrete. And so Journal Companions are small utility apps in the digital world which support analog journaling practice, which is foundational for the transformation from digital slavery to freedom. And this is the beginning, right? After the reset, where you uninstall all the unnecessary tools from your phone, is the first step. And in my own experience, already living the digital freedom today, but 2 years ago it wasn't the case. And what I did was picked up the paper journal and started writing and reflecting. So this is like the first thing I did after the reset, right? But after 1 or 2 months, there was this digital calendar that I've adopted at that time, and it was useful. I knew why I was using it, why I needed it. So this was that incremental adoption of digital tools in my life. But I haven't found tools that would support my analog journaling practice. It was just this thing, in my head. I decided to write down my things. But there was this digital world that I thought was separate and was intrusive, almost intrusive to the real one. So this wasn't, I wasn't really fine with that, which is why I've decided to code, GeoX and Axis, the two apps that support analog journaling practice. So, and this concept is a representation of the bridge between digital and analog world. For me, it's really important for seeing the boundary, because we have the two worlds. If you are okay with that or not, they exist, right? But the business goes as follows: the digital one acts as an intruder to the real one. It tries to steal us from it, and so that we live in this virtual reality of attention. And that's the problem, right? If we are not seeing the distinction and the boundary between the two worlds, the virtual one can become hostile. And so that's why Journal Companions exist, and why I created them, because I want to point out the importance of having analog journaling practice and bridging with digital, but so that digital supports the analog, not that it replaces it. And that's the idea, and I hope materialization of freewithtech philosophy as such. And yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts, guys, on this. So feel free to drop a comment in the section. And check out the website. I've described a couple of things there, so it could be interesting if this video was interesting, right? So that's about the boundary and distinguishing between the two worlds, because they are different, and the digital one is an extension, not the foundation. That's the idea. So hope you have a lovely day and see you next week. Cheers.